Hello everyone, hi, how are you? Hello, hi Facebook user, how are you doing? Hello, hi, do say hi if you are watching, thank you so much. I'm Tara with Anne-Marie and we have some pairs for you tonight, combination cards, and we are using the last card from our tutorial. So please do join in, ask any questions, share your wisdom, give us some tips, and do say hello. So let's move on to our wonderful PDF. Bear with me for a second and this should be coming up for you right now. So the lovely Justice card. How is everybody doing tonight? Yeah? Oh, hi Zoe. Lovely to see you. Hi Agus, how are you? Are you well? Yes, I am going to just try and make that a tiddly bit smaller. Not quite what I had in mind, but there you go. Anyway, are you all well? Yeah, are you ready for some combination cards and the Justice card? So, one of the key points that I would like to point out to everybody is that the Justice card is not just about balance and feeling that where you have arrived is a fair or just set of circumstances. It's also linked to relationships. So don't forget that, you know, that does come up in our readings time and time again. Now, I am going to say that, as usual, we're going to pretend that somebody's asked us a question about their work. And we are looking at what the answer would be if it was, we are looking at them in the position of the reading. So what that means is it's not the influences of anyone else, it's about them and how they look like they are getting on. So if this person was asking about themselves and they've said, can you tell me what's going on about work? This pair would actually say that this person is not seeing things clearly, not balanced enough. They're in two different minds. Does anybody know why we would say it's minds or two different thoughts? It's not about feelings. How do we know that? Anybody? Yeah? Zoe, Agus, any ideas? Okay, right. Shy, everybody's shy. You'll talk later, I know. Okay, it's about the fact that we are looking at the suits. Now, we've got 4 suits as we have in traditional playing cards. And the suits refer to that particular part, okay? You don't know. And that's a great answer. I totally understand that, right? I'm just going to try and move that along, and you'll see a method in my madness in a minute, so that we can just bring that, so that if anybody types a longer message, we're going to be able to see it. Okay, so you don't know. All right, quite simply, it's about the suit. So the suit in this case is swords that I'm showing you, and we've got the 2 of swords. So it means that this person is being indecisive and they are in 2 different minds, but they're also not seeing everything. And does anybody have a clue as to why we can say they're not seeing everything? They're not communicating it as clearly as they would like. It's because of the blindfold. But don't be fooled by the fact that it looks like this person has blinded themselves almost, as in from the truth or the balance or the harmony that they actually need. It's to do with the fact that our figure is holding up 2 swords, but they are holding up those swords as in, and they're quite a weight, you know. I'm sure it must be incredibly heavy to carry 1 sword, but they aren't wavering, they're not wobbling, they're being held perfectly straight. You know, I've got nothing in my hands and I'm kind of like, you see what I mean? It is all to do with the fact that their mental clarity, although they're not seeing everything, they are strong mentally. So it will come, you know, they've got to turn around and maybe look at the situation for themselves mentally. We've got Carla here. Hi. Welcome, Carla. Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for saying hello. Really appreciate that. Okay. So this person probably is still figuring it out, but there is something that they are not quite seeing, but they are strong enough to be able to see it, and they may be in a place where they are something's hidden from them. They are looking at certain things in their mind's eye, or maybe this is about communication. Why do we say that? Because communication is linked to the suit of swords. So the suit is essential for how things show up, as in and how we combine it. Don't make the mistake of thinking that swords are about feelings or actions or productivity. Yeah, there's nothing tangible. This is still to do with how they're thinking or how they are communicating. Okay, let's have a look at this one. How are things going at work for this person? Well, let's say that their relationships with people are probably recouping. Okay, Four of Swords is about recouping. So it's about taking, a bit of a break from people. And the reason I say people, the Justice card is relationships, not just love relationships or relationships, partnerships. They're asking about work. So, hello, hi, how are you? Sorry, Facebook user, we don't actually have your name. That's absolutely fine. So I'm just saying, hi, Facebook user. So I know earlier on, Zoe sort of made it clear, but if you don't click on the actual link provided by Ecamm, we'll just see you as Facebook user, and that's absolutely fine. You've caught me on Facebook today. Oh, wonderful. Listening where you can. Okay, no problem. I wonder if that's Passionate Saji, because she's listening where she can. Okay, or it could be Sherry, I'm not sure. Anyway, no matter. So, relationships for this person to do with balance and harmony with others maybe needs to actually have a period of recoup, rest, reflection. Maybe you need to do nothing and have a little think about your interactions, your conversations with others around you. Okay, maybe they're saying, well, am I going to get promotion? You've got to really sit and think about it. It is Passionate Saji, I think. Okay, hiya. And Passionate Saji, we owe you a freebie because you got the answer right. So just perhaps go onto the website and message me on WhatsApp and tell me what you'd like. Yeah, it is Passionate Saji. I'm making you work too hard, aren't I? Sorry, darling. So yes, this is something to do with relationships. It also maybe something that's happened at work where they don't feel that the balance, the harmony and the justice of the situation has really led to conclude. Okay, so they need to go off and think about that and recover from whatever it is that they were thinking about. Okay, sorry, I just thought it was a bit dark in here. I've realised what it is. Okay, I'm going to play something, and you'll see that one of my lights is missing. So bear with me, and I'm going to shoot off. Okay. I am back, and I'm coming back to my chair. My main light was not on, and I thought, what is happening? So here I am. Sorry about that. Lives do actually sometimes cause us, I feel lit up now and I can see. Sorry, a mad rush today. Lots of readings before I came on, and readings booked for when I finish. Emergency readings tonight. Lots going on in the world and people wanting the answers to those burning questions. Okay, so let's have a look at the next thing. Okay, let's say somebody's saying, come on, tell me what's happening with work. Okay, and we see the Five of Swords. 5 in tarot is always struggles and obstacles. There is nothing physical in the Five of Swords. Okay, this could be that they feel that things are not fair for them. It's not just. They feel that people are, maybe not speaking up for them, taking sides, going into cliques, going into groups, going into little sort of, I don't want to say gangs, but you know what I mean? Just maybe that the communication and the vibe that they're mentally picking up or verbally getting from other people doesn't feel fair, it feels out of whack, it feels out of balance, it feels out of harmony. So, you know, some people look at this as a card of bullying. It could actually be that, and there's nothing fair in this, you know, but there's nothing physical in this. Why do I say that? We don't have the suit of action, which is physical, which is wands, okay? This is swords, so this is communication, could be gossipy, could be cliquey, could be, you know, feeling that you're not being represented in conversations in a fair and balanced way. Okay, so remember, our question is about work. It's not about relationships. There's nothing to do with romance or love, because we're not pitching it at that. We're actually saying we've put the cards out and, you know, we've shuffled the major arcana, we've shuffled the minor arcana, we've drawn one from the major, we've drawn one from the minor, we've fused them together, and our person is saying, what's going on for me at work? And we're saying this is about them. It's not about other people. So let's go back to that. It's about them. Perhaps the person that's having the reading, because if this is coming up in the self, maybe they are the cause of this unfairness. Maybe this is their responsibility and accountability. Maybe their relationships with other people, they feel that they've been excluded, or, you know, that things are not on the brighter side, that there are obstacles in the actual communication or the thought process. So if this was coming in from the influence of others, it would be, I feel that other people around you are doing this. But we have said that this has come up in the position of the self. So this is actually saying this person is thinking that, you know, I don't feel people are representing me fairly. Because it's about others, 5 of Swords. But this is a two-way street, because that Justice card is actually saying you have to take accountability for why this may be happening to you. Somewhere along the line, justice has been served to you. Now that can be quite harsh. So you perhaps deliver it like that. Perhaps you would say, hold on a minute. Maybe there's miscommunication going on here. Maybe people are actually feeling that, you know, you're a bit black and white here, and that they need to get to know you a little bit more. Maybe you need to expand. Maybe you need to actually include other people. Maybe they feel that they are not included, that they are being excluded, and they feel that something is going on in a way that makes them feel not in the right place with you. They're not in the right clique, they're not in the right group. Okay, so if it comes up in the self, there's got to be that there's some accountability for that person as well. They are part of this because it's them. If we are looking at others, it's completely different. Okay, it's kind of what is happening. You know, other people are actually leaving you out a little bit and being a bit mean and a bit, you know, unjust in the situation. Okay, but the Justice card again would also say, because it's that kind of card, there is accountability and responsibility that comes from the person. It's a two-way street. Okay, hello, hi Strawberry Luna, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hello, my darling, lovely to have you. Hi. Strawberry Luna, what a great name. Love the Luna bit as well. Okay, so let's pick another couple. Okay, been a bit got the dog's teeth in, been a little negative, but let's look at this, because when clients come to you, it's not always rosy. So, oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, my love. Okay, so what do we have? We've got a really difficult pair, okay? And I want you to be very careful with what I'm about to tell you. I'm here to share. It was passed down to me when I was learning that if you get the Justice card and the 8 of Swords, now this is just for your information, and it is not relevant to what I said about our querence question about work, but it's just something that's of interest. The Justice card and the Eight of Swords, if it's a legal reading, and I urge you to be very careful with that, I've talked about it before, but maybe you will need to look at that at some point. Sorry, my chair is not comfortable at all. Right, I'm comfy now. My apologies. Okay, so yeah, if this comes up in a legal reading, and let's say you're looking at your own cards, keep it safe, okay? I wouldn't really do it for anyone else because they could come back at you, and you know what? It's not always great when you turn around and go, told you so. So be careful, okay? But this can mean a custodial sentence, or that you are completely in a place legally that, you know, it really is a case of it's not going with you at all, okay? And that was shared with me, and I've always kept that in mind. And, you know, I have had people ask, and it's like, I'm really sorry, I'm not going to do that. But I have seen it and thought, wish I could share it with them, but I'm not going to. And I know that sounds awful, but seriously, it isn't worth it. So, and nor is it worth it going, boom, you know, I want to turn around and tell you how clever I am. It's not about that, okay? Be very, very careful with that. But I just thought you might like to know, just in case, you know, if someone says, oh, crikey, you know, I've been done for speeding, is it going to go against me? You could probably say, it's not looking good. I think you might have to turn around and go through something, okay? It usually means action. But the Eight of Swords, if it was something really serious, with Justice card, not on its own, it has to be together. And it depends where it is. If they're asking about them, it's about them. If they're asking about someone else, it's a case of, you know, comes up there. If you're doing your own reading and you go, oh, crikey, I really think, you know, that I'm going to get clobbered for, you know, not paying a fine or something like that. It's like, you better get on and pay it, otherwise this is what's in the cards for you. So anyway, okay, sorry about that. Oh, oh, Strawberry Luna, how lovely are you? I'm really pleased that you're enjoying it. Okay, as in, because it's a method that honestly makes life so easy when you get the pieces of the puzzle and you are able to actually concentrate on bringing the reading to what feels like the story of somebody's life. I'm careful about saying story because it is a story, but you're not making it up story. It's actually the effects that's going on and how things could look if you navigate going forwards in the future, okay? So, I feel so much better now, my light's back on. Oh, crikey. Okay. Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. Great stuff. If ever you feel you want to ask questions about what we're doing and why we're saying it, or you want to come on as a guest, please feel free to do that. Okay, but it's hard to bring you in from Twitch. You'd be better hopping over onto YouTube if you can, and then I can definitely just kind of, you know, boom, bring you in. Okay, so please bear that in mind. And I love your feedback. Thank you very, very much, Strawberry Luna. It's lovely of you to actually appreciate it. I very much like the feedback. No, not at all. Honestly, I'm here for a reason, and that's to share and to help people, take people through, you know, this, perhaps onto the courses, and then perhaps for someone to actually say that the courses that I actually teach are geared at giving you a profession. It's always nice to have another string to your bow, and you know, eventually when you're ready, if that's right for you, that's what you do. Okay, so you're valued too. All right, my darling. But what's really nice is to be able to put it all together and actually come up with the body of a reading. Okay. Oh, I love this. Love this, love this. Okay, I'm going to make this bigger. Let's have a read of this. Okay. Thank you. I'm touched. I'm all shy now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I so appreciate feedback, honestly. So here's a combination. The Justice card and the Nine of Swords, and this person is saying, how am I getting on at work? And it's like, okay, we're looking at you. Remember, that's the position in the spread. We're looking at them. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Thank you. So we're looking at the position in the spread of them. Okay. That'll be Zoe. And this is what we got. So do I. Isn't it a fab colour? Absolutely. Love your hair, Strawberry Luna. And that's probably, you know, it's got that strawberry blonde touch to it. Gosh, I love it. You know, still very keen on learning things like that. No, we do. We love it. It's all part of it. You know, we are here to say, honestly, that we appreciate and value. And when we see something we like that gorgeous Strawberry Luna head of hair, good for you. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. And I know Zoe will too. Zoe will... Zoe, are you coming on tonight? And if you are, you can show Strawberry Luna your blue hair. Okay? So do let me know. And it'll have to be fairly soon because time's already running away with us. Anyway, back to Justice on the Nine of Swords. And what do we have? Okay. We have this wonderful combination that says, oh my word, I'm having a terrible time worrying about what's fair, what's balanced, and I'm really starting to think that it's affecting me. It's draining me mentally. I'm not really sleeping. It's on my mind. Something's really bugging me. And because it's justice, and I've told you it's about relationships, and although we did the whole scenario of the many, many things, this person's asking about work, and what they're saying is, by other people, it is mentally challenging them. They cannot switch off from it. They are feeling that something is out of whack, out of balance. Okay? Right. Okay. Yes, Zoe, love to have you on. You know what to do. Zoe, bear with me a minute. There she is. Okay, right. Let me bring you in, Zoe. She's here. Okay. Zoe, bear with me. I've got to bring up the correct. Where are we? Right, we'll be on a different one. Okay. So I've got to get that. Okay. Right. And Zoe's here. Right, we were on... 1 second. Yeah, we were on that one, sorry. Now, should have you. What's happening? Hold on a minute. Oh, I know. I had another guest on the other day, so I haven't brought you up. Here we are. Right. Strawberry Luna. Look at Zoe's hair. Come on, Zoe. You've got to show that off. Love it. Absolutely love it. And you've got such a wonderful head of hair. I love it. How are you, my darling?
I'm good. And you?
Yeah, I am. How's the arm, hand?
I don't have it anymore.
I know you're free of it, but are you in any pain?
Sometimes with the gymnastic training, I can do all the stuff because it might harm the kids if I drop them.
Okay.
So,
got it.
But I can do some stuff.
Ah, so lovely to have you. Is it freezing in Sweden?
Oh yeah, the snow is gone here at least, finally.
Oh, well that's, you know, it's pretty.
2 days ago.
Yeah. It's pretty, but right. Look at this comment.
No, thanks.
You're a sweetie. You see
really
what a wonderful bunch of people come on and share their time. Thanks, Zoe. I know you've got a lot going on, sweetheart. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to do another card and right. Okay. Now, remember, this is a question about their work. Okay. And it's also in the position of the cards. It's about them, not someone else, not what they're going to do, not what's coming. It's about them now. And they're saying, will I be all right at work? Okay, so we've got a court card. I'm a bit naughty, aren't I, bringing in a court card because they're difficult, but they are so much fun. Don't leave them out. So, Zoe, Page of Swords. Just looking at that card, if that was a person, what are you picking up from him?
Kind of like they know what they're doing kind of vibe. Because he have his sword pretty high up.
Ah, because they're holding up the sword.
Yeah.
You're saying that makes you feel that they know what they're doing. Yeah?
Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah? Yeah? Absolutely. Now, our character, the Page of Swords, is he looking at us or is he somewhere else? Yeah? Can you see his head? Yeah? So when, yeah, okay. So that means a little bit like, yeah, you know, yeah. So what does that make you think of? Do you think they're focused? Do you think they're completely focused? Little bit.
It's hard to focus.
Yeah. So they're not completely, whereas Justice, straight at you. Yeah? Page of Swords, bit distracted. Yeah?
Yeah.
And the suit being swords means it's mental, i.e. their thoughts. A bit distracted up here. Ooh, la la la, what am I having for tea? Yeah? Must from a friend. I'm paying attention. But being a page, people say, oh, this is a young person. No. Don't go there with, you know, a page is a young person and a knight is this and blah, blah, blah. Look at it as a page is someone that's right at the beginning of their journey. Okay? So they are not their age. It's their, in this case, the suit being swords. It's their communication. It's their thinking. So they're right at the beginning of 4. Okay? So they're right at the beginning. So they're an apprentice. All right? So Page of Swords, relationships with other people at work, not really paying attention. Yeah? And head in the clouds, focus sometimes, but not always. Focus, you're absolutely right, because the sword being held up. Okay? There is a joyfulness in this person because of that yellow sort of tunic and the types that's there. Okay, they're quite grounded because the boots are like an orangey, rusty, earthy colour, touching the ground, so they're very grounded, but they're distracted. You know, they've got other things on their mind. Well, you know, don't think of it. Yeah, you can think of a teenager, but don't say this is a young person because, you know what, I'm 60 this year and I can still behave like that. If I'm bored, you know, or you know, the company that's around, I will be kind of, could be doing this and that. We all could, yeah? So it's an aspect of us. It doesn't mean it's our age. I wish it was like, you know, but it ain't. Okay, Mina Petkoff, sorry, this is tuition. It's not about readings, okay? Sorry, sweetie, I don't do that. But if you want, you know, to turn around and learn about the cards, this is the place to be. Okay, right. So now, let's say that this now has come up instead of page, okay? And it's like this person and their relationships at work, because that's what we're sticking to. And we're talking about them, not others. This isn't someone else. And I'm coming up as a knight. Okay? And again, people say, oh, there's someone in their 20s, 30s. No. A knight, look at the horse. Yeah, that's moving. So that is what you're thinking, moving. But they're not moving physically because the suit is mental. So they're moving on with their thinking, and moving on with their communication, because that's what this suit is about. So they're growing. Yeah? So they are getting better at it. But look at the horse. You know, it looks a bit frenzied. Yeah? Look at the trees. Yeah? They're not still. Yeah. So a bit of a whirlwind here. You know, might be barging in, just like my dog, you know. Coming in. Boom, I'm here. You know, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. But as, you know, I'm sure you can guess that if we went up into a queen or a king, we're talking about an acquisition of having got to that position. You don't become a king or a queen, as in life, unless you've got that sense of, and I don't want to talk about age, that sense of, you know, maturity. You know, I remember school reports about me. Anne-Marie is a really mature student. Who wants to hear that when they're 9? I didn't sound like I'm an old woman. I know it's a compliment. But at 9, it wasn't. And it was like, no, I want to be like him, reckless, impetuous, yeah? And those clouds, even the clouds are like, psh. So look at your card as their movement, yeah? The trees are telling you, this is frenzied. He's coming in like a bull in a china shop, going, yeah, I know it all. Great. But you've still got things to learn. But the confidence is there. It's a fabulous card. Really, really, so much going on with that. But they're still in development. And you don't say that to someone, oh, you've still got to learn, you know, you're only a page, you're only a knight. Because you know what? That can turn up in the relationships at work. You might be made to feel a bit sort of like, I'm distracted because you bore me at work. Or, you know, I'm pretending to know more than I do, you know? Or Knight of Swords, here I am, I know what I'm doing. You know, you've just kind of like knocked over the coffee and, you know.
Make a mess.
Absolutely. But this person's trying and giving it their all. And it is definitely perhaps to do with how they are communicating with their colleagues and their relationships with other people. Okay? Gosh, I can feel I've got a hair in my eye and that's going to drive me nuts. So, the little that I've got. Oh, that's so nice. I don't know if I put that message up. If I didn't, I just got to say that's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I worked very hard at wanting to share this and trying things. Oh, it's our pleasure to be kind to you. You know, that's who we are. The only time we actually kind of put boundaries there is when people actually turn around and become a little bit offensive, like, you know, smug comments from sort of, you know, trolls saying, that's all. You know, there are trolls, they exist, we know that, and bots. So, you know, we take a notice, it's fine. Right, let's do another court card. Okay, relationships for me, my hammer getting on at work, and Justice card is talking about the balance and the harmony or lack of. You know, hammer getting on at work. Well, you know, this time Queen is not looking at us justices, okay? But look at what she is looking at. So instead of I'm looking all over the shop, or I'm barging in like a Knight of Swords, that Queen is focused. She's focused on her mental aspect, and she is focused upon communication. And a queen is somebody that's serious, okay? And so therefore she doesn't suffer fools gladly. So if this came up as in at work, it's like, okay, everyone takes you very seriously, very clear, very concise. They feel that, you really know what you're talking about. They're taking you very seriously, in balance and just situations with your colleagues. They look up to you. So it's like, it's really is one of those things. Oh, brilliant. You're getting it. Absolutely. So there's focus here. Okay. Now the gender of the queen or the king is very, very similar. But the difference is when you've got a queen, you have more of a way of delivering this in, I would say, a nurturing way that kind of is, I'm not out to get you, I'm not out to lead you, I'm here to provide. If you want to go with me and work with me, great. If you don't, stay out of my class, sort of thing, like that kind of teacher.
Yeah.
But with the king, this is a bit more stern. It's like, I am telling you where to sit and stand. I'm looking straight at you and I can read everything about you. And you know what, if you think I'm harsh or cold or aloof or too full on, that's tough. You're sitting there and you're going to grin and bear it. Whereas the queen is a bit more like, if you don't want to be with us, you won't be. So the king is more leading, encouraging through kind of like aloofness, assertiveness. The choice is there ain't a choice, whereas the queen is your choice, it's up to you. So they kind of amount to the same thing, but he's looking at the people, kind of going, I'm leading you, pay attention. She's kind of, I'm doing the best to concentrate on the task in hand. So although they're both serious, the delivery is slightly different. There is a sense more of nurture with the queen. It may be aloof still. She may be kind of, I've got no time for you, don't come in here. Whereas the king is, I don't care whether you want to or not, you're doing it. So there is a very different kind of, and it's not because they're mean, it's because they are used to leading, like armies or, this might be lawyers. And this combination would make you think that this person is academically completely on it, okay? Because there's a sense of justice with them, in the sense of balance, about harmony, about being able to actually see things from different perspectives, to be fair, to be just, but for the collective, not so much the individual. And maybe the queen would take an individual one-to-one and do what was needed. The king will kind of deal with more of a collective. I'm leading an army here, I'm leading a classroom, I'm leading a group, and you can sit down. Whereas the queen would be like, you can come to me if you want to, I'll put my effort into the focus. So this person, if it's about them, it's like, people would see you as an excellent leader and they feel seen by you. They feel that that's absolutely as it should be, So court cards can be tricky, but it's always an aspect of the person having the reading. So if you're reading for yourself, it's an aspect of you. But if you're actually reading for yourself and asking about your boss, okay, and this comes up in others, it would be an aspect of the boss, but also an aspect of you as well. Okay, so it's always, and we are not just one. You could be totally serious at work, unlike a child when it comes to having fun and doing your hobbies, and we all have different sort of personas, or things that cause us to actually be like the child in certain situations or the leader in others, and we develop and take on what's needed to get the job in hand done. Okay, so let's have a whiz through. Okay, right, let's do this one. So I'm at work, how am I getting on? Yeah, how's things going for me at work? So we get the Three of Cups, and we get justice, and justice about relationships, fairness, balance. Relationships or relationships. So the questions work. So how am I getting on at work? You know, do you think there's a chance for me to actually grow here? You know, what do you think? And this comes up as them. So you've got the Three of Cups. Now that's not someone on their own, is it? That's not just a single figure. That's a gathering. You know, whenever you've got more than two people, you've got a gathering, you've got a group. So looking at that, and the number 3 being creating, and we've got the Suit of Cups. So we're talking about feelings here, okay? So feelings and emotions. So it's like, well, people really celebrate being around you. A lot of fun to be with, you know? Because look at them. They're dancing. It's fun, you know? So there's nothing negative about this. There's a lot to celebrate. You bring a lot of joy. You bring a lot of harmony. Okay, so can you see how it is? Hi, Remy with Soup. Hi, how are you? Welcome. This is Zoe and I'm Anne-Marie. And we are doing tuition. All right, so that would be a nice one. What about this? You've just reminded me I should take a sip. Okay, what would you... Water, nectar of the gods. So, what would you think? 4 of Cups, look at him. Having a look at the figure, look at his pose. This is emotions, yeah? So, folded arms, crossed legs, sitting under a tree, no one else around. So, let's focus on him. What do you think that body language means of him?
I crossed arms. I think like someone is mad over something, or something is wrong.
Spot on.
But I don't know this. Like when you sit like that on the leg with the legs, I always do it. So I don't know if you have a meaning.
Always refer to what you know, and always refer. You know, it's not. You're never wrong, but your interpretations can become. They can grow and grow and grow. You know, what I'm trying to do here is help people know the difference between the suits and how to combine cards. And the suits will tell you what it's about. The major cards telling you what's going on. So we're talking about this person's relationships and their balance with other people, you know, and we're not talking love relationships because the question is work. So it's probably about partnerships, colleagues, this kind of thing. So, yeah, our figure's pose looks quite not happy, yeah?
Yeah.
And then let's look at the 3 cups. Now, we just saw the 3 of Cups a moment ago, and that was all happy. So let's just bear that for those 3 cups. Ooh, all lined up, all happy. And then we see a hand coming from a cloud giving an emotion, a gift, you know, an emotional gift. Here you are. I like you.
Yeah.
And you get that. So that person is not even looking at that cup. They appear to be looking at a 3, which could be what's happened, or there is a feeling because they're higher up. If you look at the bank there, it's not flat. We've got the tree. They've pulled themselves up away from things to decompress. So really and truly, this is a bit like cutting your nose to spite your face. Come and play. Don't feel like it, you know, possibly. Or so much overload emotionally at work, the need to get away, need to decompress. You know what that's like. Yeah, you know, yeah, overload. And you go, I'm off whenever you want to. You know why? I know that you need sometimes to just come on for a little while. But you see, the need to go, hold on a minute, I don't want to be around anyone or anything. Or, you know, and someone's saying, oh, come on at work. But that person, the person having the reading, is saying, at the moment, I need to decompress. and it's emotionally how I'm feeling. You may think I'm cutting my nose to spite my face. You may think I'm not focused. You may think I'm looking at what's happened. Whatever it is, it's just not the right time. Yeah, so how are you getting on at work? How will I get on? It's not the right time to actually be looking at growing at the moment. Just kind of, give yourself a bit of a break and then come back and maybe ask this, in a month or so, a couple of weeks even. And there is a reason I'm saying that, but you'd have to go onto the courses to kind of look at that, because that's quite a big thing, and that's to do with timings. And if you want to learn about timings, yes, the courses do it. If you want to learn about countries, the courses will give you that. So yes, you can tune in to the likes of, whether this is Australia, whether this is the States, whether this is Europe, or whether this is the Middle East or places like that, okay? So we can give you all of that, or we can look at whether or not something is up close and local, yeah, just down the road from you. So there's all these things. I can't do that on a YouTube, as in, for 40 to 60 minutes on a Tuesday and a Thursday. But what we can do is talk about things where we get stuck. Okay, so we've not seen Victor for a while. Victor, if you are watching, don't forget, it's getting close to that card that you're always asking me about. We're on number 11 now. Shortly we'll be coming up for his favourite card. Zoe, do you remember what his card that he is always asking about?
Wasn't it Death?
No, begins with the D though.
Which one? The Devil.
So come on, Victor, in the next couple of weeks you need to actually be up close and paying attention, because we will be doing the Devil. So if you're watching, Victor, do make sure that you don't miss that one, and you can always come on with me and Zoe, or just you if Zoe's not available, or if you want to watch, because he said, it scares me. So if you want to watch, do so. But Victor, we are thinking about you. Our regards to you from myself, Zoe, and all of us. Right, okay, so anybody got any questions? Oh, right, okay. Remy, sorry, I missed your comment there. My apologies. We were just getting carried away with that. So your comment is, it's so funny you keep drawing the Justice card. You've had it drawn in your daily card for the past 3 days. Right, Remy. He's apathetic. Bang on. Bang on. This could indicate depression as well. Yes. Dejected. Yeah. So, maybe feeling. Absolutely love what you're saying. Okay, Remy. Hello there. I'm really, really sorry that I didn't see all those comments. I was actually sort of really getting a bit carried away there. Sorry. Remy, if you've got this, where did you say it? Let me find it. Bang on with all of that. I've missed it. It's something here that you said. There it is. Right. It's so funny you keep drawing the Justice card. Okay, go back to last week's video, which was Thursday. Remy with Soup. You'll find it on YouTube. And we just dealt with Justice card and all the things that I've collated to try and bring that are relevant to that card in the short time that I've got, that I felt that was the cream of what I could give you, rather than going on and on and on about nothing. You can fill it and fill it and fill it. You know what I mean. I tried to give you the very, very best of that, so have a look. But if it's been coming up for you and you're just drawing a single card at a time, look at what I'm doing here on Tuesdays, combining cards. So what I'm saying is, shuffle your major arcana 22, shuffle your minor arcana 56. Keep them separate. Then pull one from the top from major arcana and one from the top of the minor arcana and fuse them together. So when the Justice card comes up, and if it doesn't come up for you straight away, Remy, it'd be fascinating to keep going, keep putting them out until you get to the Justice card and see what's coming up for you. And then whatever the minor card is telling you, feed that into the major card. That's what this method's about. So definitely, yeah. So, if it was a case that you're getting something coming up. And it's also, where is it in the position of your spread? Because if it's coming up of others, it might be telling you something about other people. But one card on its own, you could be maybe this, and it means that. But who, what, where, when, how long, when's it going to happen? Has it happened? That's what your actual spread will do if you look at my courses. Okay, absolutely wonderful question. But if if it's coming up for you, it's talking about really relationships and partnerships with other people, and it depends what your question is. And if you say, I didn't ask anything, it's not that easy for you to actually provide yourself with the reading. Yeah. So, right, I just got Google verifying just flashing across my screen there. Goodness knows what that is about. Okay, right. We've got a birth chart going on the website. So if you want to go and find out more about astrology and yourself and know yourself a little bit more, that's definitely what I would recommend you go and have a look at. And the courses. So I'm going to bring the courses on because I'm kind of sorry folks, my mic was on mute once again. So here's the courses. This is Tarot Mastery, which is the Major Arcana cards, and it's a whole course, as in if you go on to my site, Tarot with Anne-Marie, here are the courses. We've got the intermediate there, we've got the advanced, we've got the court cards. I've separated the minor arcana from the major arcana, and so you can look at them at your leisure. You cannot do advanced without having done intermediate, simply because I start the method in intermediate. So the method of how to lay out your spread starts in intermediate. If you choose to want to grow your spread to know more, you would need to go in to advanced. And there you have lovely cups, all about the emotions. And there's a list of what you get, okay? This is all geared up to getting to be a professional reader, okay? I'm going to come back with Zoe, hopefully. This will come on. Where is she? Zoe, if you're there, I'm going to say bye-bye to everybody, and you can too. I think she's gone. She's put herself on mute. Okay, well, it's going to be just me then. She knows to just disappear if she needs to. Oh, she's back. Zoe, you're catching me out. Zoe, if you're back. No, she really is. I'm going to say bye-bye from Zoe. Here she is. Zoe, we are about to say bye-bye to everybody. So, thank you so much. You've done really well tonight, kiddo. Really, really well. Keep that going. You know, look at your card. Look at whether they're moving. Look at the still. What are they looking at? What they're not looking at. Yeah? What is the suit? You know, so I keep chopping it around, and sometimes I get through 4 suits in a session. You did really, really well. Go and have a look at maybe some court cards, and yeah, we could have gone on about their star sign and that, but that wasn't relevant. We were trying to work out what's the dynamics for these people around our person that was asking about work. Fabulous answers from you. You really, really, I can see the growth already in you. You're really doing brilliantly. So, from Zoe. Right, okay, yeah. I'm just going to put on from Zoe and me. Yeah, you're very, very welcome. Okay, so, and Tony has put up for us, if anybody would like to look at the birth chart calculator, go on, it's absolutely free. And it really is extensive. I'm running out of time tonight. I normally sort of go a little bit over, but tonight I can't. I've got an appointment with a client, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm only supposed to do about 40 minutes anyway, but I get carried away. I love your company so much. So, from Zoe, bye. And from me, bye-bye. Just say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. We'll play you out. Thanks, Zoe.